You are now tuned into Check This Out News. We connect the streets. All right, it goes down each and every week. Check This Out News. And with me, Mike Johns. Mike Johns, what's cracking? Let's get into it, though.
There's a lot going on in the world of technology. Trust me on that.
Yeah, I believe it, man. And will.i.am, he ain't playing. He ain't dishing out Black Eyed Peas. He got them bills, big bands, $117 million.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
To take on who? Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant. They finance him to go to war.
Yeah, it's real. So, we've talked in the past in terms of smart speakers, virtual assistant speakers,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely
trending right now for the holiday season. Well, will.i.am has jumped into the game and has received an investment of over $117 million to take on Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant. And I think what's interesting is that for those that don't know, will.i.am has already had a track record in the tech space. He's been very, I'd put him at the top of the food chain.
He's an innovator. He's an innovator.
Innovator, indeed.
I mean, even with BlackBerry, let's not forget, take it back to BlackBerry, Mike. A lot of people
God. Did you just go there?
I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Messenger, for everybody that may be listening.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
I know. It's a little sensitive. But, yeah, we got to give Will his props because he came through early on the tech game.
He came through early on the tech game, and he's had his trial. I mean, let's be clear. He's had his trials. What you've done in music is great, and now trying to get down in the world of technology, it's all about show and prove. The comparison can be you're as good as your last hit. He's been in this space trying to get involved with smartwatches, numerous projects, and they haven't really amounted to much, if anything, at that. But I think in this regard, getting into the virtual assistant, this is a great space for him, being, the numbers are very active. Obviously, thanks to the likes of Google, Siri, they're really pushing this. The scenario here that we have to deal with, though, is that they have serious firepower, staffing of about 5,000 plus, and under will.i.am, he's about 300. And ultimately, I don't want to say this, but I don't want it to be a case of, while everybody might know the name of Siri and Alexa, there's also Cortana. And that's ultimately where he may actually end up at, is a Cortana-based virtual assistant. And his product is called Omega, and we're wishing the best for it. However, he's up against these big dogs. He's got some funding, but it's going to be challenging. But I wish him all the best.
Man, their tech companies begging for $117 million. will.i.am, you are the man.
Hello.
There it is. Let's keep it moving, man. And speaking of tech, man, high-tech cheating in school. We knew that this was inevitable. Long gone are the days of writing that on your forearm.
Oh my gosh!
Hiding that. I think things.
Did you just go into Leave It to Beaver mode?
I'm sorry. I had to do a quick parallel reminder to everybody of what it used to be like and where it's gone. Okay. So
yes.
Now, high-tech cheating in school. Are we using social media? Or what's going on with that, Mike? I don't want to say we.
Let's just go here like this. I'll chime in on what you just said. Cheating as for writing it on your hand, writing it on a secret sheet of paper that you can pull out. Then that evolved into smartphones and hiding answers there, utilizing social media. Oh no, the game has stepped up. Why not hack? Every test score that I get is already recorded in a digital format, so let's hack the system. And this is what we have according to Vice, where a former University of Iowa student basically was able to tap into hardware that captured every stroke entered onto a computer. I think this dealt with his professor, but it was interesting the fact that why not just hack? I'm going to hack my grades.
Damn. That's advanced.
So I think that what's really real here is the fact that it's one thing to get an answer. It's another thing to just make everything an A. and just hack the whole damn system.
You get an
and that's
A.
what we
You
have
get
here.
an A.
We've
You
heard
get
of this
an
in the past, too.
This is crazy, man. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more as it relates to this in the advanced.
I think what matters.
education.
I think what matters in this part is the fact that as technology advanced, so too the deviant behavior. And I've talked about this with you when we talk about drones and how drones could be used for good and drones could be used for bad. We can rescue a person from a fire and find out his location and then go to rescue. We can also deliver some meth.
Wait a minute. Hello.
Hello.
All right. We're going to keep that thing moving. Let's talk about the mobile app of the week. What's going on with that?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So there's a whole new app, by the way, called Sorry. And this is interesting because as we start to venture into an automated lifestyle, okay, damn, I f***ed up. Hey, let me use this app to tell the other person I messed up. And Sorry is the name of the app. Perfect name. And it has all the perfect messages for what to do in any scenario.
Uh-oh, sounds
That's
like a
what's
begging app.
interesting. Hello. So it's interesting, and so we definitely have to label this the mobile app of the week. Sorry is the name of it. Available on the Android and iOS system. They're already making some crazy numbers, but I had to just blow this up with you just to say, darn. It's innovative, but then this is also, if we have Tinder on one end, and now we have Sorry on the other end, this is a part of the automated world or automated lifestyle that we're moving into.
I mean, to hell with the personal touch, I guess.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's out the window.
That's out the window.
Sorry,
who does that?
Tinder? Jeez. Like, oh, here's an emoji, and I think everything's good now. I sent the right one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Understood, man. It's been a very tough week, man, with these shootings. It seems like every other day there seems to be some variation of it. And you spoke about the deviant behavior. The church mass shooting in Texas during Sunday service. Reprehensible, bro, to say the least. But what are you hearing about this?
Well, I think the mass shooting in South Texas church during a Sunday service now has churches across the country now having to reevaluate their security. And this is real. The church I attend, there are 2 police officers that have guns. I never thought much of it, but now to see that we might enter an age where you have to use data to know your members. And I say this because I thought of when we look at what happened in New York, people that got ran over, the members of the local mob said they never seen him, they didn't know. And this is what we're faced with, where now this goes back to why the word big data. And then we have to couple that with the word the Internet of Things. Now going into church to worship, there might need to be a checkpoint, much like going into a rap concert. Security guard screening, metal detectors and all that, but then even knowing who my worshipers are. We might need to collect their data, know their social media get down, much like TSA. And that's scary. It's scary, but
It's
due
so
to the F-up of
man.
things, it seems like it's now more a necessity.
Yeah, and just hearing the reports, I mean, the killer was very callous and, was calm walking up and down the aisle, taking aim. In another show, we'll have to talk about the effects of online gaming and whether or not that has, any role in the desensitized approach that I feel like is kind of emanating from all of this going on, man. They also were saying something about Apple might have been able to use the dead man's finger to unlock the phone.
Right. And, there's some questions, some serious questions, both with the FBI, but more pressing would be the Air Force, right? Because they could have
prevented this.
Prevented this. To some degree, they could have been a factor in preventing this. The FBI being able to tap into his phone, I think that's real big, and we're going to talk later in this episode in terms of using his fingerprint to unlock the phone and doing that before the phone powered off. Because once the phone powers off, it becomes a whole different ballgame. That's what the FBI is now having to deal with. But I think what we're seeing here is that when these crimes happen, no person goes without their smartphone. No crime, and think about that. What crime is committed without the person not having a smartphone and then access to social media, which then so-called Big Brother can now use after you done been shot, killed, or in jail, use your phone to find out your mind. What was your mind state to why you did these things? It's this goes back to what we said last week, the whole pre-crime unit, trying to be able to use technology to prevent crime before it happens. And that's really what we now have to really make the focus.
Well, we're definitely in a new day and age where people are live streaming, just some very heinous things. So it just makes me wonder what's going on with, just our society as a whole, man, and where people's minds are at. On a lighter note, man. On the lighter note, all the way up. They pointed to the hills and said, go all the way up now. Hopping in a helicopter Uber and saying go all the way up. Is it looking like that technology is that real? This is like the Jetsons.
Well, you know what? Remy and Fat Joe, shouts out to them all the way up.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Hopped in the helicopter. Uber said go all the way up. Well, it's now a reality because Uber technology has partnered with NASA to introduce a flying taxi project. This project is called Elevate, which is all about being able to do some new crazy stuff in the future. And they're planning to launch this in 2020, headquartered both in Dallas, Dubai, and LA. There's a new system that's going to be in place for travel. And Uber and NASA, this is extremely big. I can't even tell you how many people who have missed out, right? Because Uber was trying to introduce this technology to the taxi cab industry. They bypassed it. They end up doing it themselves. So they built the wave to now get NASA involved. Lord only knows how many people before this had been approached.
It's easy I can really imagine Dubai because their technology has been a game changer for.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's unreal. But Dallas, DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, LA, I saw, but this is going to be a game changer. I guess, you'll no longer be able to use your car because we go into this next level of this fleet of flying aircraft. Our world is going to definitely look different.
Definitely. Well, we're in a day and age now where if you graduate college or from high school early and then you're going off to college, and most college systems already have Uber built in, so now there's the question of, well, I don't even need my driver's license. Just get Uber, they'll drive. I don't need this, I don't need that. Oh, now I'll fly. Why not? There's a new paradigm that's happening, and I think it's very interesting times. Very interesting times. Dubai is at the forefront. I mean, because they're doing such innovation in terms of drone taxi service. So that's where this all really matters. Dallas, I could see. LA, it'll be interesting.
LA just on traffic alone.
Yeah, so much traffic, but it'll be a value add. It's the red tape that they have to deal with government to make this the reality.
Interesting, man. Let's switch gears, man, and talk about the new iPhone, man.
Yeah.
iPhone. Are they referring to it as iPhone X or iPhone 10?
iPhone X. So I got a chance to play with this phone, and I'm really excited to tell you that this is a game changer. And let's look at our phone habits. So when we started with the dumb phone, if you remember a dumb phone, a regular phone,
flip phone,
you really use it to make phone calls, and then you used it to then play mobile games. The camera was included. Text messaging was included. And we've seen the progression of things happening. Now we enter the age of the iPhone. The iPhone introduced the touchscreen. Then everybody joined the bandwagon. Deep in it, the iPhone 8, now we got a new phone, and now new habits are about to be created. old habits will be eradicated. It's almost like watching a black and white TV. You still have that when we're on color, we're on all this other stuff. Here we have it with the new iPhone. We got new features that will be replacing the old, such as there is no home screen. It's all about replacing